Ignite the drive in your soul. It's calling you. To be a fool, I'm so unconscious. Don't try to be away. No one can find me.
Yeah. I don't think it's
Nice.
anything, technically. Like, I don't think this recipe counts as the braised pork belly I was trying to make, but...
I mean, that's how most cooking is. You know, sometimes you don't have the right ingredients, and then you have to experiment.
Yeah, and it worked out very well. By the way, we're live.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Just real quick, guys. My Twitch recap. Guess what my #1 game is for watching?
Ace Attorney.
Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney.
Yeah, that's so
Number-
weird. I wonder why.
#2, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
How about?
Also, hi, Fancy Pants. Thanks for the cheer. And for the Paul Blart Mall Cop, Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Beautiful.
Stunning.
Can you do that 2 times fast?
No.
Okay.
I appreciate the honesty.
I got my Twitch recap as well. My top 5 streaming categories are number 5, Jackbox.
Oh,
Number 4, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
wild.
Number 3, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Number
I forgot
2,
those came out this year.
they came out last year.
Hi, Crystal.
What?
Yeah. Hey, Crystal.
Hi.
Oh,
According to known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly.
Thanks,
Its
Fancy
wings are
Pants.
too small to get its fat lower body over the ground.
Of course
The
I know
bee,
Granny
of
Cheese
course,
Sticks.
flies anyway because bees don't care what humans.
that's where it cut off.
Garlic cheesesteaks.
Number 2, Steins Gate. And number 1, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
That, who would have guessed?
Now, you want to hear something fucking wild? We're in the top 10% of Twitch for all those categories, including Jackbox and Pokemon.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is kind of wacky.
Look at us go. Because it takes us forever to finish a case.
Exact.
Well, Jackbox is a little bit off, but everything else kind of makes sense.
Pokemon even? Like, especially with shiny hunters.
I mean, I would assume a lot of shiny hunters are just doing it on their like own time as well.
A lot of people
So like, what's like
stream it.
really?
It's a good comfy stream. Hey Slash Life.
Hello.
A very, very good morning to you.
Come on. Come up here.
Alright, I think...
Be comfy.
Does this sound like Maya or Nick? This is probably Maya, right?
Seems like Maya.
Remember how the professor was supposed to show up and with decisive evidence? Well, nope. He's actually now an inquisitor. Inquisitor.
That's the one.
Yep. We had Darklaw on the ropes. I mean, we totally drop-kicked her argument into space. We just need a bit more. Poppy, you're pausing the stream. But then the professor bursts in, saying he would be able to prove Espella is really the Great Witch.
Hey, Professor, have you thought about not doing that? She'll die.
There's no way we can give up now, but what do you do when you're up against someone like the professor?
Also, hi Fancy Pants, hi Crystal, hi Slash Life, hi Marcus. Crystal's lurking. Marcus got a new mouse because he broke it during the Jackbox stream.
What mouse did you get?
And Layton's got a weird period underscore period face. Alright, Darklaw. Nothing was amiss? You mean, there was no immediate threat to the storyteller, right?
I think I was Darklaw.
Yeah, you are.
Who's tested in here? Now, tell me, Defender, surely you remember the final part of the story.
Slash has a dead body in their bathroom.
Nice.
It's a rat. You killed Master Splinter.
Rats aren't real.
Oh,
She must mean the part about the storyteller's death. There is little possibility of changing the outcome of what has already been written in the story. However, there are still those who would challenge the story and make an attempt at changing the inevitable.
if you want to see my current setup, go look at Pet Pigs. That is
that-
what I too think.
That's what Darklaw said.
Yeah. Your cat's about to eat that mouse.
Yeah. Good thing I,
I
don't
love
need
your
my
mat, though.
keyboard.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a good thing I don't need my keyboard.
Yeah.
I can just pet my cat.
What's up, Maya? Did you know something?
You could say that. It's just, look at Kira. She's been looking down in the dumps since the start.
Fancy Pants says, am I weird saying that Darklaw looks like a succubus? She
No.
kind of does. It's almost as though she's like evil big bad enemy guy. Rat confirmed, though you're happy you took the smack in the neck? Need to go? That's fair. Oh, right. Kira. I honestly forgot she was still here.
Not only that, she looks sorta scared, too.
You're right. We can't afford to forget about her. Huh. I wonder if Kira has anything else she could tell us. I've got to
Oh,
remember to
Marcus.
question
Oh,
her.
Marcus.
Oh, nice. Well done. It's a good addiction because it feeds my lifestyle. Bless you.
Thank you.
I've got to remember to question her the second I see an opening. So where in playtesting do people forget that they could press witness statements?
Right? Like, I have questions about how playtesting went.
Hold it!
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Those must have been Miss Kira's footsteps from when she snuck into the bell tower, right?
Indeed, the ground outside was quite muddy after the rain, so her footprints were easily visible.
Quick, bring Tread on here. We need a foot expert. Right. According to the vigilante's testimony, they thought the footprints looked like Foxy's, but it turned out they weren't hers. Do we have Hermes as a delivery company? Phoenix's
I don't
hair?
think so.
Unfortunately, we don't. We're in Canada. We have, I think the only, like, weird delivery company that's exclusive to Canada is Canada Post and Purolator.
Because they're part of Canada Post.
Mm-hmm.
I was just assumed Canpar was.
Fancy Pants, if you just redeem it, you'll find out.
Mm-hmm. I think Marcus is gonna redeem it. Yep.
Good job, Marcus.
Alright, where did that put him?
You know, where's RDF in his massive amount of points?
Yeah, I haven't seen RDF in a little bit.
Yeah, RDF could be earning that sweet dosh. By the way, chat, as a group, you spent almost 750,000 shark coins. So someone, if you could combine points together, could have purchased the ultimate Bun Carson.
Yeah, that knight in the background, he is in love with Foxy.
Those two are
Yeah.
100%. You can't see him, but like he's being squished.
Literally holding up her foot.
Yeah. The guy on the left also has Foxy's footprint on his back. You have 1.3 thousand. Ooh. There we go. Carson Bund.
That's right. Her footprints would have been contained. A mark where her stiletto would be. But these footprints I saw in the bell tower contained no heel mark at all.
And you stepped inside those footprints on your way up the stairs so as not to leave your own and risk being detected, correct?
Exactly. At that time, my main task was to ensure the safety of the town square. In doing so, it was the utmost importance. No one knew of my presence there.
Had the townspeople noticed your presence there, it would undoubtedly have raised some suspicion.
Indeed, so naturally, that is why I did not wish to be noticed by the vigilantes.
80k for the song? Yeah, actually, every time somebody redeems that, I double the price. So, I think it started at... I think it started...
Like 500.
I think it started at 500, because that was the price of a sing-a-thing.
Yeah.
So... Let's use some math. How many times has the Carson Sing-a-thing been redeemed?
A lot.
Let's see. Or not the Sing-a-thing, the song. So if we do 500 times 2, that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7.
Objection. Layton tried to milk the horse.
Well, it wasn't very effective. But yeah, I think it can't have started at 500, because it doesn't add up. I think it started at I think it started at 5,000.
Okay.
Anyways.
Therefore, it is imperative that I mask any traces of myself being there, even if it meant utilizing another's footprint.
I see. A clever tactic worthy of the High Inquisitor herself.
I can't see this being relevant, but whatever. Miss Darklaw, what was your reason for going up into the bell tower alone? Were you up in the belfry?
Joseph's about to be up in the belfry. It is, as I said earlier, I was in the town square to make sure the area was secure.
I was up in the belfry earlier today. Somebody in the theater found somebody's giggle stick in the cushions, so they gave it to me.
Nice.
Yeah, it was in a sealed package, so it was safe.
Even better.
Hi, baby.
Okay, but surely you had some inkling that Bazella might have been lurking around in there somewhere, right? Wouldn't it have been a lot better if you went up into the belfry with some backup from the vigilantes?
Yes.
Defender, you
I
witnessed
finally
the summoning
grinded.
of the fire dragon with your own eyes, did you not?
What did you
Finally
grind?
grinded enough orbs to get Christmas Byleth.
Hell yeah.
What?
It's part of the gacha game Carson and I play.
Oh,
Andy needs to grind for waifus.
nah, makes sense.
Yeah.
See you a minute ago. Welcome back, Fancy.
10 more people at my side against a power such as that would only mean 10 more lives lost.
Huh, she's got a point there.
And besides, even if those 10 had been with me, their combined strength is nay of that of even Barham's annoying Mott.
No objections here.
Where is his dog? Say, Nick.
Is Maya about to ask where his dog is?
I'm psychic.
Oh,
About
no.
Darklaw's testimony, I think I noticed something kind of fishy.
Oh, yeah, totally, me too. But just, you know, for the sake of clearing things up, could you tell Professor Layton? Huh, it'd be probably a good idea to give the court record another check, just in case. Okay. Those sure are footprints.
If we go into profiles, can I get Darklaw feet pics? Like, is she wearing heels?
We're getting feet pics?
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Doesn't look like it. But thank you for playing. Something fishy was the sushi in my suitcase. I mean,
I can't see anything else that could possibly be relevant other than the footprint sketch, but also I don't really think it's relevant.
no.
Objection.
But
Yeah,
the game thinks it does. What I have here is a sketch of the footprints left at the bell tower. So tell me, Miss Darklaw. Are these your footprints in this sketch?
It would appear so.
Prove it!
I would never mean to offend the hard work of Labyrinthia's vigilantes, but tonight, this task was mine and mine alone.
Huh. Okay, when you put it that way. I can't help but notice a contradiction. Sorry, contradiction.
What did you say?
Contradiction. Miss Darklaw, you stated the following. When you climbed the stairs, the footprints had no heel, so you tried to match your footsteps to them as far as possible. However, if you look at the actual footprints that were left behind, you can clearly see that not only is the heel present, but so is the entire foot. Is this game with feet like a Rocky with P? Like, what the fuck? If you were trying so hard to step on the footprints already there, then the footprints in this sketch shouldn't have heel marks. How exactly does one identify by footprint with shoes on? Multiple people can wear the same shoe? So, in modern day forensics, because of the amount of shoe styles available, it's like a much narrower pool. But also, back in ye olde times, all shoes were created custom. So, like, it's very unlikely that people would have the same shoe.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh my goodness.
That is very true. Although I do not think such a small detail is of much importance in the long run. Also, this is a painting that was done of the crime scene.
Yeah.
It's not like a photograph.
Look at this.
I agree. It's a small detail, and it's not a photograph. I'm surprised you know what that is, Your Honor. But that's not all I noticed. There was something very telling about Miss Darklaw's testimony.
Oh, telling, you say?
I say, telling. She stated that she stepped onto the footprints that were already at the scene, in order to disguise her presence. Now, there's something strange here. Specifically, why were these footprints left at the crime scene in the first place?
Objection.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Professor? Tell me, can you show the court why this seemingly minor detail is odd? I can't exactly do that at the moment. Who can say whether or not these footprints are indeed worthy of concern? And, if it is an issue, then what exactly are the implications? That, above all, is what you must answer, Mr. Wright. I do not believe you can assert that this is a blatant contradiction at this time. Ugh! There he goes again, flexing that amazing brain of his. Who wants to,
Andy.
And what emotion is this?
Go ahead, Andy. What is it, Miss Kira?
It's nothing, really.
The fuck was that about?
It looked like Kira definitely had something she wanted to say just now.
It would appear the witness has nothing to add. Lady Darklaw, will you please continue with your testimony?
Of course.
Kira, you gotta give us something here. Anyway, Darklaw shouldn't be able to explain her way out of trouble much longer. There's got to be something more to those footprints. But what? Oh, Professor Layton kind of does look like a me compared to the other characters.
Honestly, I'm staring at the screen right now and it's kind of distracting. Front-facing Darklaw is, of course, kind of distracting in general, but just seeing her and then seeing Kira, like, significantly cartoonier beside...
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
Like... Game.
Not to mention, using my keyboard as a pillow is very comfy.
Hold it!
Do you think it could have been the Great Witch Bazella? I mean, the thought must have crossed your mind. Surely you anticipated some sort of resistance.
Well, I hate to admit this. I allowed myself to act rashly without first considering the circumstances.
Oh, actually, now that we have people here, everyone give Aaron a congrats for becoming a homeowner.
I bought a house!
Yay!
He's a real adult! Woo!
Well, and Joseph. He helped.
I'm gonna have no money for the rest of your life.
Yay! But I bet you pay less than, like, renting.
Yes. We are.
Yeah, the
Thank
rent
you,
situation
Crystal.
here sucks.
It's worse here.
You did hear homeowner Marcus. Poppy, you're sitting on my keyboard again. What the heck? Stop this.
It's the only thing that's familiar.
It's a scary new
she's laying on
place.
Oh, she's showing me the tummy.
Aww.
So
At
the
the
second I
tummy.
noticed their presence, I took action.
What did you hear, Marcus?
Never did I imagine the intruders would have as much strength as they did. Perhaps I should have gathered more forces to accompany me. However, at the time, I was not thinking straight.
You alright, Kira?
I assumed any additional help would not be necessary.
Marcus heard, oh, everyone, congratulate Aaron for being a homo.
Oh, no one tell Joseph.
I mean, for Aaron, and then for Joseph.
Yeah, what the heck?
Sorry you had to find out like this, Joseph.
Exactly. But Lady Darklaw, through your quick thinking and judgment, you still managed to successfully catch the suspect. How did you see them in their invisibility cloak?
Unfortunately, my lord, was nothing more than pure luck. I keep changing my accent.
It's fine.
She's mysterious that way.
Yeah. Wha-
Sound it out.
I believe in you.
Exceptional results can only be obtained through exceptional thinking.
There you go.
What you see, baby? Don't you think?
Why are you looking at me when you say that? Huh. Looks like that's all we're getting out of her. For now.
Can you grab me a plate? Can you grab me a plate? Thank you.
Eat the pizza.
You know, if Darklaw was just going into the bell tower to arrest some intruder, then I wonder why she didn't just come out and say that to begin with.
Simple. That information was on a strictly need to know basis.
Need to know basis, huh?
That sort of secrecy is pretty common, but usually they've got to have a reason for not disclosing the information to begin with. Darklaw was hiding this information for a reason. That's why we need to find out exactly what she was doing in that tower. I've got to get her to tell us.
Hey Nick, is it me or do you feel like we're being watched?
Is it a mirror?
Is it Amir? Is Luke even in the courtroom right now?
I haven't seen Luke.
He's talking to the dog.
I think Luke is back in London.
Luke managed to escape?
He got out of the isekai.
Yeah.
He's no longer in the game.
He's in Professor Layton 8.
We can't make him eat moss anymore.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, tell me about
We'll
it.
find a way.
I want to eat moss. Catch you later, Fancy.
Bye
I
bye.
wonder what's up with the professor.
Slash says, you remember how Soviet Russia held back information about Chernobyl? Because it was on a need-to-glow basis.
Person, do the thing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Something must have happened. There's no way he'd turn on us like this.
It's alright. It's alright. When somebody makes a pun like that, we play the Aruto.
It resolves everything.
The professor has been very quiet so far, but surely he must have noticed there's something that just doesn't add up with Darklaw's testimony. Anyway, there's bound to be something in this testimony that we can use. We just have to make sure we comb this thing from top to bottom for any contradictions.
That's right.
Okay, well, I'll press this and see if Kira decides to stop being a punk-ass bitch.
We won't.
Okay, what if we present the thing again?
Objection.
I got this! Tell me!
Big piece.
We're talking about feet. Just big old stompers.
Objection.
Layton wants to chime in about the feet. What the fuck?
Can we try presenting the invisibility cloak on the last statement, where she's like, I saw someone trespassing?
Whoops. We can in a second. It's just faster to go like that.
I get it.
Objection!
Oh, you're right. That testimony clearly contradicts this piece of evidence.
That doesn't sound like I'm right.
Why did the music stop then?
I don't disagree with you, but, I have no idea how. And here's your penalty.
Professor, I could really use a hand. Regrettably, Mr. Wright, I cannot oblige your request. The fuck? The gentleman must play the game fair and square. Would you not agree? Ugh! Apparently, gentlemen make for pretty cold-hearted prosecutors. I am, after all, a gentleman. What does that have to do with anything?
Objection!
Nope. I wonder if music stops when you present the wrong evidence, if it's like you have to present something here, but not that particular thing.
Maybe?
Just the wrong particular line.
Objection!
No.
Thanks, Crystal.
Oh,
Since we're here being responsible, can we ask the game for a hint?
yeah, just give me one
With
sec.
our 900 coin?
Hi, Bandicoot.
Hey. Hey, Aaron.
Hi.
A little birdie told me to tell you something.
Oh,
I was told that, I need to tell you, Aaron, that Crystal Clear Entertainment is my little shark chap.
ooh, nice.
So, Crystal, you're my little shark chap.
Go, Crystal. Go, Crystal.
There we go. There we go. Here's your penalty. No. Yes, you can start the next round in Mario Kart 20 seconds behind. No! And, I don't think I've had problems with volume on Twitch.
No?
I haven't.
Again, they're usually muted, so I don't have, two audios going at once.
That's also fair.
Joseph, do you have issues with audio on Twitch? He can't hear me.
Okay, well... Maybe
Sounds
now...
like there's no audio.
No.
Oh, Bandicoot's volume was really high for that.
Hold it!
Alright, the game told me to press here. Oh, this is new information. Did we not press this one?
I guess not.
Did it perhaps have something to do with what was already decided upon in the story?
What, baby?
Was it?
The storyteller's word is absolute. Therefore, any and all those who make an attempt to alter
Oh!
his will must be immediately.
Hey! Excuse me! Miss Kira. Good night, Marcus.
Good night.
Hey.
Night.
Witness.
Yes?
Huh, figures. She really doesn't remember her own name. You seem to be deep in thought about something. Is it a boy? Do you remember anything regarding the High Inquisitor's testimony?
No, I'm sorry. Nothing in particular.
How about, is there anything not in particular?
I'm a punk ass bitch.
Well,
It's just I'm a little disappointed in myself.
Disappointed? Question mark?
I traveled all the way here to Labyrinthia in order to fulfill my mission, but all I managed to do was fail and end up being captured.
Regardless of your own failure, Miss Kira, the storyteller did die as was foretold, did he not? Even though you sucked ass at your job, the one that you were going to
as
do?
the rain came pouring down over the town, I arrived at my designated location. Naturally, the bell tower was surrounded by guards on patrol. 10 to be exact. I was very nervous.
Huh, she must be talking about the vigilantes.
Just relax, you'll be fine, so long as you're wearing this robe, I kept telling myself. Little did I know, I was wrong. But none of this would have happened if I was just a little bit more careful.
Enough. I would be thinking more about atoning for your past crimes and less about what could have been if I were you.
Who's in the cast tonight? We've got Sabrina, Aaron, and Andy. And this one guy, I don't know, Carson, kind of a loser.
and sometimes Joseph, because he talks in the background.
Correct.
Joseph is our hype man. Huh. Is there anything wrong with Kira's testimony? Yeah, maybe. I have an inkling.
No, absolutely nothing. Nothing's wrong.
What, Stinky? You want a pizza?
Choto Amate, about your testimony, Miss Kira. You were thinking to yourself that so long as you had your robe on, you would be fine.
Yes, that's right. I was...
So, basically, you were wearing the robe the whole time you were on the top floor of the bell tower. Is that right?
Yes, I had it on the entire time. That is, until I was attacked. Then my robe was ripped off by the wind.
Miss Kira, this is the first time we've heard any mention of this information.
Is that so? I think I must have forgotten.
A likely story.
Is that so? I thought it was established that she was
Yeah.
wearing a robe.
Your Honor, perhaps we should update this piece of evidence in the court record.
Right you are.
Oh. So, like, the music stopped, but we didn't have the updated evidence.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense, because we did present the right one, just not at the right time.
Exactly. Game.
I told you.
Invisible robe updated in the court record.
Lady Darklaw, please continue your testimony.
Yeah, well, how about the updated autopsy report? So, the person you saw when you entered the bell tower was actually Miss Kira. The only problem with that is that it would have been impossible.
What are you talking about, Defender?
We literally discussed this 5 seconds ago. Miss Kira, should I say, Witness Sama, stated that she was waiting on the upper floor of the tower. She was wearing her invisibility robe. Therefore, there's no way Miss Darklaw would have been able to see the witness.
Oh, you're quite right. Anyone wearing this robe becomes invisible.
Right, but there is just one particular group that can see anyone dressed in this robe.
And who is that exactly?
Only residents of the Eldritch Woods are able to see the robe. If you're from the Eldritch Woods, then you'll have absolutely no problem seeing this thing.
Objection.
So, what you are saying, Mr. Wright, is that Miss Darklaw here actually hails from the Eldritch Woods. Is that correct? And that
You know what that means? She's a witch.
she's a witch. And that she knew this girl prior to tonight. That's right, Professor.
What is this?
Rabble, rabble, rabble. piece of
Okay,
character.
seriously, actually, I think Luke isn't here.
Yeah.
What happened to Luke? When did he die?
Maybe it was the moss.
Maybe.
I like how he just jumped to a conclusion that we killed him.
I bisected him after he failed me for the last time. A most impressive display, Mr. Wright. However, there is one detail that you appear to have overlooked. Something I overlooked? You say Miss Darklaw saw something that she should not have been able to see. However, the truth is that there is one other possibility to what occurred tonight. Nani? Did he just say what I think he said? It's rather
It's a
easy
nice tummy.
to work out. Quite
It's
simply.
a nice tummy you have there.
Quite simply, it's a nice tummy that they have there.
What are you talking about, Inquisitor?
This witness has proven her memory of tonight's events to be quite unreliable. Were Phoenix's stress sweat tears? I believe that by the time she climbed the bell tower, she had, in fact, already removed her robe.
What?
This, as you say, Inquisitor.
NANI?!
As you can see, Defender, your assertion is mere speculation at best. Your little witness here been lying to the court this entire time. It's as simple as that.
Well, she couldn't do that. Perjury hasn't been invented yet.
Yeah, it isn't even invented in modern times.
That's enough.
Miss Kira?
Lady Darklaw, how could you? How could you simply abandon us? How could you betray us?
We're
You're
planning...
supposed to be our mistress.
Darklaw's about to get fucking pissed off.
Play it cool, Darklaw. Betray? Witness, what is the meaning of this?
Lady Darklaw, you're the mistress of the Eldritch Woods. You are the one responsible for handing us our tasks.
Bandicoot redeemed the water.
I don't have water.
You heathen.
I know.
What? Aaron doesn't have water?
Okay, Aaron, I also don't have water.
Wow, you guys.
Oh, Crystal, that's terrible.
Oh no!
Ah.
This wretched girl is nothing more than a distable spawn of magic. Her words cannot be taken seriously.
Not stable at all.
Detestably unstable, in fact.
I'm tired, guys. I've been moving this whole weekend. People of Labyrinthia, I ask you, what am I if not loyal daughter of this fair town?
Oh no, it was a zoo builder, and Crystal was custom building stuff.
Oh,
Oh.
dogs.
Oh no.
Why am I closing on Thursday?
Why not?
Gross. No, you're lying, Lady Darklaw.
But it's Sabrina's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm closing Thursday.
See, the movie theater is, in most aspects, way better than Toys R Us. Except for the fact that the closing shift is 1 a.m.
That sucks.
It's,
What that means
Yeah.
you're doing a... What, a 5-to-1?
6 to 1.
I mean, at least that means your whole day is free.
Basically. I just, most days I have to wake up for school the next morning.
Okay, that does suck. But
Yeah. Come, like, April, it should be fine. But before then, maybe
Yeah.
not.
Correct, Crystal. Darkla is guilty because we don't like her.
When I was waiting up there at the top of the bell tower, I was most certainly wearing that robe.
And not smoking weed.
Lady Darkla, you...
Is that why her eyes are red? Because she was up in the belfry?
We don't talk about that.
I thought it had to do with the Death Note.
You were also wearing a similar robe, were you not? Don't you remember?
Maybe that's why Light's eyes were red, too. Because the entirety of Death Note, he was just inhaling the devil's lettuce. Small recap, if possible. We found out that Darklaw is from the Eldritch Woods, and that meant that she could see Kira when she was wearing the invisibility cloak. And Professor Layton's here, and he is not
Being a
helping
butt.
us. Yeah,
No, we found out Darkla is the mistress.
yeah. Of the Eldritch Woods.
What nonsense. I haven't a clue what you're babbling about. I simply managed to sneak right by those makeshift guards. It was not the most demanding of tasks for someone like me.
I think for most people.
Yes, you're right. That would be true. If you've been sneaking around by yourself.
No!
Oh, twist! By yourself? What does it mean, witness? I hope that was the line, because I didn't see it.
I think it was. Enough. Listen to me and listen well. Continue as you are, and I will see to it that this court will be the last place in which you ever set foot.
That definitely sounds like the words of an innocent person.
Yeah.
Alright, I can just float everywhere. Nice. It matters not. The end is already nigh. After the events of today, I shouldn't even be here right now.
Miss Kira, you're saying that Miss Darklaw was, not by herself at the time of the incident tonight?
That's right. Lady Darkla was wearing the invisibility robe, and underneath that robe was a young girl passed out on her back.
Nobody that we know of.
Definitely not.
Definitely not somebody that we can take a look in the court record about.
It's one of the twins, actually.
It's actually the cat. What?
Girl, could that be?
Yes. It was the very same girl imprisoned inside the cage up there.
Oh, we know that that cage is legit because this isn't in the courtroom. It's a special court. So she doesn't get sent to the Shadow Realm. She dies for real.
Yeah, sure, it looks exactly like the regular court.
It does.
You mean... Aspella Cantabella?
Who's still in a daze?
Order! Order!
It's a court-shaped court, Andy, says Crystal. It's not a cage. It's a mech. Is Aspella gonna pilot the courtroom?
Yep.
So the accused was carried up the bell tower?
My lord, there's nothing left for me to say.
Guilty.
'Tis the word of the High Inquisitor versus that of a witch. Tell me, would you sue their belief?
Objection.
Miss Darklaw, you of all people should be aware that this isn't a matter of believing or not believing. I'm afraid those are words that carry no meaning here.
Much like perjury.
I'm inventing perjury. Just like I invented logic.
Hell yeah.
The only thing that carries any meaning here within the courtroom is evidence. Don't you agree, Mr. Wright? Uh-huh. Absolutely, Professor.
Perfect setup for Layton to be like, alright, now show me some.
Well, now things are beginning to heat up a little, are they not? Fine, tell me, Defender, have you seen the means to approve this assertion? Do you actually think you can prove that I, the High Inquisitor of Labyrinthia, carried the accused into the bell tower?
Well, if I save, I can.
I have an insane idea for how to prove it, but I don't think it actually is gonna work. The footprint sketch. No, because if she was carrying someone, right, she would have had to, like, use the whole feet to carry the weight, and that's why she couldn't, like, try and tiptoe in the footprints.
You know what? Yeah.
I don't actually know that it's what the game wants, but, like...
I mean...
It's all that we have. Let's do
yeah.
it.
From the looks of it, Miss Kira was supposed to keep quiet about Darklaw's little secret. But she couldn't deal with all of Darklaw's denials and finally found the guts to chime in. I can't let Kira's effort go to waste. I don't care what stands in my way. I'm going to find the truth. Your Honor, the defense wishes to present evidence proving that Miss Darklaw did, in fact, carry my client up the tower.
Very well, Defender. You may present your evidence.
Alright, are you ready?
It was either that or the robe, right?
You're right.
Oh my god!
There was something in your testimony just now that I'm not buying. And that's the footprints that were left at the bell tower.
Did I not just finish admitting that those were my footprints?
Miss Darklaw, you stated the following. I'm very glad that we have a medieval stenographer. There was no heel on the footprints, so as I... Sorry. There was no heel on the footprints, so as I ascended the stairs, I was careful to match my footsteps to them as far as possible. However, the reality is, the footprints pictured in the sketch are actually... They do contain a heel. That wasn't improper line delivery, I swear. That means something must have prevented you from being able to tiptoe along the footprints that were already there. Just like Sabrina said.
Damn. Prevented? You mean...
That's right, Your Honor. Miss Darklaw, when you climbed up the bell tower tonight, when you were, as they say, up in the belfry, you must have been carrying Miss Cantabella on your back, is that correct? If you remember, it rained quite heavily tonight. That means the stairs must have been quite slippery. With your two hands occupied carrying my client, there would be no safe way for you to tiptoe up the stairs without falling. That, right there, is the truth behind the footprints on the staircase.
Lady Darklaw, you...
Fine, I admit it.
Huh? I was... what?
As you say, I donned the robe and made my way up the tower. But I was not alone. I carried both Isabella Cantabella and her little friend up there with me.
Little friend?
That black fur creature of hers. The thing is, nary ever a second from her side.
Darklaw,
Oh shit, get Eve on the stand!
Darklaw, do you not know what a cat is?
You know what a dog is, how do you not know what a cat is? Oh, she must mean Eve. When I arrived at the top of the tower, I saw this girl already there and called out to her.
I was very shocked to see the mistress show up in person like that.
I'm gonna miss the mistress, Andy.
Yeah, it's still on the redeem.
Oh, right. I don't think it's on the redeem right now, actually. No, it is.
The girl's presence was a mere inconvenience, so I immediately put her to sleep. And believe it or not, it was just as you said. I used what remained of Belted's medicine to put this girl out of the picture.
And that's when Miss Kira put up a fight and pulled this pendant right off your neck, correct?
That's right.
I cannot fathom it. That would mean this pendant actually belongs to you, Lady Darklaw.
Pendant update in the court record. Huh. I just have one question, Miss Darklaw. Why? Why take a spell up the bell tower? Why render her unconscious? And why go through the trouble of sneaking past the guards? Obviously, the clap of your ass cheeks would have alerted them. What exactly was your aim in all of this?
I am in no way obliged to answer that question, Defender.
What? But my finger's already out.
Simple. None of this has any relevance to the case at hand. That is why. It literally has all relevance.
Miss Darklaw, it literally has all the relevance. I'd say that's more than a little relevant. Your Honor, if I may, the Inquisition believes the defense's question to be irrelevant to the current case. The fuck, Professor? It would seem the defense has forgotten a very important point. Namely, the point of this, Mr. Wright. Huh? The aim of this trial is to find the identity of the Great Witch Bezella. The Great Witch Bezella. Whether or not Miss Darklaw locked the witness at the top of the bell tower is hardly relevant to the purpose of this trial. But... There is one thing that's very clear. Neither Miss Darklaw nor this witness could possibly be Bezella. What? If either one of the two were Bezella, then there would be no need for them to have used this robe of invisibility. They cannot use any magic. Therefore, it is inconceivable that either of them could be the Great Witch.
A rather straightforward argument, if there ever was one.
At the time of the incident, there were 3 people present. Of those 3, 2 used the robe of invisibility to vanish from sight, leaving only one person. Indeed, Miss Cantabella. Ugh! With this in mind, the larger question is, who is Bezella?
Is it not obvious the accused Espella Cantabella is the only possible answer? Besides, the accused's voice was heard by all the townspeople chanting the spell Grandworm.
Objection!
Not so fast! I happen to think these witnesses are extremely relevant to this trial. Did you forget about Miss Kira? She supposedly took a one-way trip into that pit of fire over there. And yet, here she is, in one piece, testifying that she returned in order to kill the ruler of Labyrinthia, the storyteller. Then there's Miss Darklaw, who rendered the defendant unconscious and proceeded to transport her up in the belfry. I'd say there's more than enough reason to investigate, who these two really are. Only to discover that they are not, in fact, the Great Witch Bezella. I'm saying there is a possibility that these two are somehow related to Bezella.
The court will now announce its thoughts on the matter. I must say, what Inquisitor Layton has stated certainly does ring true. However, Lady Darklaw, I have one question I must ask you. What exactly were you hoping to accomplish here tonight?
I assure you, 'twas not my intent to deceive the good citizens of Labyrinthia. However, I must now reveal the truth to you all.
What did she say?
You don't think Lady Darklaw is in league with the witches, do you? She can't be. She was the one that saw to that other witch's demise.
Sorry, I'm really distracted by seeing the back of Lady Darklaw, and more specifically her fucking cat hair situation.
Yeah. Is she
Like,
like Blake from Ruby?
Like, I made the joke earlier that she is the cat, and I don't think it's true. I'm standing by that was a bit, but why does she have such strong cat theming?
Which is the cat?
I don't think she is.
Maybe there are
I
two
don't
cats.
think I've seen her and the cat in the same place.
You're
I
not
think
wrong.
we have. Have we?
I don't think
She
so.
can control cats.
Alright, put a pin in her being a cat. Darklaw furry confirmed. Moving on. Lady Darklaw, are you saying that you're...
There we go. At 834 followers, we revealed that Darklaw's a furry. Congratulations, everyone.
We did it. We finally did it.
That's right, my lord. I am a shade.
A shade? What?
Lady Darklaw, you cannot be introducing concepts this late in the game. What the fuck is a shade?
Yes, of course. I grow weary of standing behind this bench. I will tell you all I can.
The fuck is she trying to pull? Why testify about something that could potentially undermine your credibility? Alright. Go off, Darklaw.
Pigs live outside the realm of those who dwell within Labyrinthia. To them, I am known as the Great Witch. Those that are put into the flames at the witch trial become shades, who live their lives in the woods.
Alright. We exist to carry out tasks given to us by our mistress, the Great Witch herself. I am not a witch, nor am I a wandering spirit.
What on earth? High Inquisitor Darklaw. Do you mean to say that not only are you a witch, but that you're the Great Witch? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Her hair bow is the same bow that Eve is wearing.
It is.
Ah, she's a cat!
I mean, yeah, like... She's got the cat ears, her bow turns into a cat tail. She's got
Like,
a claw.
Like, I made the joke early on because she's got those stupid cat ears, she just is the cat, but I really did mean it as a bit, like...
She's even got green eyes.
Oh, fuck. God damn it!
As this was revealed, 50 arrows just hit her all at once from all directions.
Thank you.
Right, witch. Doesn't that mean she's Bazilla?
So the twins were speaking.
Don't worry about it.
That's right. Lady Darklaw is Bazella.
I do hope you have not forgotten what we established only moments ago. It is not possible for Miss Darklaw to be Bazella. Bitch.
But Inquisitor Layton, surely the testimony just now proves it.
Nuh-uh. I'm afraid that in the heat of such revelations, you have all misheard the information.
It's pointless. This is the extent of what the people of this town will believe.
I believe the truth will become clear during our cross-examination. Don't you agree, Mr. Wright? Huh?
Defender, you may begin your interrogation.
Okay. Shades.
Hold it!
Great Witch?
Yes, that's right. However, not Bazella. The mistress to those who dwell in the Eldritch Woods is dubbed the Great Witch. Even if I wanted to be Bazella, I couldn't. As the earlier so charming Inquisitor stated earlier, I cannot use magic.
Yo, is Darklaw macking on Layton? Kira, what do you think? Miss Darklaw, I have one question.
Are you single?
Did you know that I'm a widower? What do you mean by live outside the realm?
I mean, just that, Inquisitor. We truly do live in a realm separate from this town.
Do you mean like the Banished Zone or the Called Graveyard?
Now, surely one as intelligent as yourself has worked out the answer by now, no?
Yeah, I think we're about to get diabolical boxed.
Perhaps. That remains to be seen, Miss Darklaw.
Regardless, 'tis something we cannot discuss with anyone. But it is something that the defense should be able to prove.
Huh. That almost sounds like a challenge. Also, didn't they, like, notify the storyteller as well? Shouldn't he be rushing to stop this?
Yeah, like, where's the storyteller? We know you faked your death. Why is
Hear
Luke
me
not
out.
here?
Hear me out. Luke is standing outside the doors with the storyteller, with his ear pressed against the door, being like, okay, not
Just
yet.
waiting for the best time to
Oh,
come
okay,
in?
not yet. Yeah.
Alright, Professor! I'll wait until it sounds like you're the coolest guy ever!
Professor, I understand. We can wait for the 11th hour.
By the way, Miss Darklaw, since you're not actually a witch, why do you continue to be called that?
To answer that,
We have to talk about parallel universes.
I must first discuss the true identity of the Shades.
Alright. Go off, Queen.
Hold it!
So you're saying that Kira right here is now a shade version of the Kira from before.
Indeed, Defender.
Are we gonna find out how they get shadified? Luke with the storyteller. Luke. So there's black moss, too, that is a little more crunchy, unlike normal moss. This goes on for hours. In those brief, like, 3 minutes that he was eating moss, he became a connoisseur.
The girl has no recollection of her prior life to living in those woods.
What manner of witchery is this? Why? This girl, Kira the flower seller, was cast straight into the flames before our very eyes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right, Your Honor. But as you can see, she didn't die. She got better. You see, there's actually a trick to the incineration device in the witch's court.
A trick?
Yeah, this game couldn't be PG-13 if people actually died. Except for those 2 thieves at the very beginning.
They did die for real.
They
That's why
deserved
it's
it.
PG-13.
Carmine died for real.
Yeah. Once the verdict has been delivered, the court attendants move that steel cage into position, after which it seals shut. Then the Power Rangers defeat a villain, and the cage is dropped down to a pit of fire. The bottom of the cage then opens, allowing the witch inside to escape unharmed into an underground passage.
If what you're saying is true, Defender, then... What of this town's witch-purging history? What has been the purpose of all of this?
You and the knights have indeed been ridding Labyrinthia of witches. However,
Parallax, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Raiding with a party of 5.
beautiful.
Nice.
Oh, I should probably type in the shoutout on a place where I can actually hit enter. My Streamlabs, for some reason, wants me to sign in again as I'm streaming.
Nice. Cool.
We're playing... Yo, the herbs? What?
That's wild.
That's so wacky. For those of you in chat who are unaware, the Herbs Sims in the City was like the apartment life Sims. I think I played it on like PS2.
I remember it was for the DS.
Okay. You have no idea? Oh man. Oh, it was the Game Boy Advance one. That was in the era where like the Game Boy version of the game was significantly different from the console version.
Holy shit, I remember that game.
Joseph, were you an Herbs enjoyer? No Black Eyed Peas, really? No Garatada? They, in...
I was. Sorry, I'm listening to this very delayed.
Oh, no worries. They had a version of Let's Get It Started called Garatada. Where it's like... Pradarada, slot top, come on. Garadada, come on. Guarada, Gadarada, Bizol Zepnik. Let's Garatada, ha. Let's Garatada in here. Like, it's weird because it's supposed to be in Simlish, but it has English in it.
I don't like that at all.
But you do play Hoops for Money? Hell yeah. I guess I should introduce myself. Hi, I'm the titular Space Shark, but I just go by Carson on the stream. And I am a variety streamer who was in a Fortnite tournament with Parallax. We had a lot of fun, and I'm excited to announce that there's going to be another one in the new year. So, if I have the time, I'll try to be involved in that as well. Yeah, I play variety. Right now, I'm in college for acting, so I only really stream on the weekends, and it's mostly this and sometimes Guilty Gear and the watch parties on the Discord. But when I'm done school, we'll get back to regularly scheduled programming, which is a lot more than Layton versus Wright every weekend. And these are my friends from back where I used to live: Sabrina, Aaron, and Andy.
Ahoy!
I'll catch you later, Crystal.
Bye.
Bye!
You're down to play
Have
more
a good
Fortnite
day.
soon? Ah, fuck yeah.
Apparently, Aaron stole a cookie.
Aaron.
Sorry, guys. I couldn't help myself.
Well, at least share.
Yeah. I expect you to ship an eighth of that cookie to where I live.
Alright.
Yeah, the
It's
PS.
not moldy by the time it gets there.
Sims 3 had the Luke Ryan and Simlish song. They had like Ali and AJ's Chemicals React in Simlish. It was called.
They also had a light song.
Oh, that's right. Or I guess
Harry Pack.
that's light. No, enjoy your nap, Parallax. Absolutely talk to you later. Don't be a stranger. And also,
Is it a new line?
yeah, this is a new line. Also, a hi to Ashen Tree and Tipper Tree. Anyways,
Nary a single life has been taken in the process. That is the reality.
so no one actually died. There's no magic. This judge's entire worldview is just being destroyed.
But you cannot truly expect me to believe such a ridiculous notion.
Now, who's this gonna be? Your Honor, it's true. No!
Oh.
Take a good hard look. It doesn't get any more alive than this.
Ah! It's you!
Iyame.
I think that's
Oh.
the judge.
That is.
IMA!
But what's IMA doing here?
Well, it's actually Maya Fey, your forgetfulness.
No, Maya, it's IMA now. The fuck are you doing, Aya? Everyone's gonna recognize you.
Yeah, but seeing is believing, Nick. Now they have to believe you. Do you see? Are you satisfied? All those found guilty in the witch trial lose names, magic, and memory.
Some might say that it's actually a worse fate than death.
They are then sent to spend their lives in shades in the Eldritch Wood. And the mistress of those shades is the Great Witch. As you can see, this girl too has become a shade. Maya's not a shade though.
Yeah, Maya's just cool like that.
Yeah, mine's just like vibing. I have no more words to express my utter disbelief at this situation.
That's enough. Shall we return to the testimony?
Why do I have the feeling things are going to get a lot worse? Check, please.
Hold it!
These tasks you mentioned, were you acting on them this evening?
Yes, I was told to come here and become Bazella.
Wait just a moment, witness. Did you just say become Bazella?
My, how absolutely dreadful! Why would anyone be given such a terrible task?
Where have these shades come from?
Thanks,
The
twins.
twins are back.
We're only capable of saying the line in unison after no one else says it. Order! Order!
I'm sorry, I don't know why I was given such a task. All I can do is follow the orders I'm given. If I can do that, then I can return.
What do you mean, you can return?
Such is the nature of the shades. Neither human nor witch. Theirs is an existence spent in the shadows. Each of the shades is given specific tasks. Then, upon successfully completing such tasks, they are allowed to return to Labyrinthia as brand new people.
Brand new people.
But Lady Darklaw, how can they return as brand new citizens? Our city doesn't even have a gate.
That would solve the population problem, though.
When we already know who they are. For instance, we all recognize the former flower seller standing before us.
Now that, my lord, remains a secret. But a secret you will come to understand sooner rather than later.
Well, then why don't you say it now?
Just say it out loud right now. Why are we burying the lead? Simply baffling.
Sorry. The one who gave us our task is the Great Witch. That would be you, Lady Darklaw. I mean, oh magnificent one.
Well, this explanation is wrought with much I cannot comprehend. I request the witness add it to their testimony.
Okay.
I don't think we have anything that can help yet.
Hold it!
So, about these tasks, can you give us any other examples?
A shade's task must never be discussed with others, no matter what.
Huh. She says that even though she just finished telling us all about her secret task. Incidentally, do you perhaps remember when you arrived back in town to carry out your orders?
Well, not really. My memory is still a little fuzzy.
Say, didn't Kira only just recently become one of those shade thingies?
Still, I failed in my test tonight.
Huh. Come to think of it, when Luke and I had our little run-in with Kira, I remember being blown clear across the marketplace. But I never saw any explosives or gunpowder.
Maybe Kira was given the task of blowing you to the smithereens.
Well, that's the plot of JoJo Part 4, but we're not gonna get into that. And we're done. Getting back to this testimony. I'm sure there's something here that just doesn't add up. So they're telling me to present something here.
Objection!
No. Is it the feet again?
We just keep showing the feet, like Maya's dead mom.
When you present profiles, could you just present, like, Darklaw's profile?
Objection!
I can, but it doesn't work.
Well,
Maybe we'll get something on this last statement. You really don't have any recollection of your old flower-selling self, do you?
I don't.
When a witch becomes a shade, they lose all memory of their past life.
They lose their memories? But why? And yet, you still have some grasp of the concept of magic. Do you not, witness?
Let me spell it out for you. Magic does not exist in the Eldritch Woods.
But it also doesn't exist anywhere else, according to Professor Layton logic, but...
Oh, but... there are actually a lot of things back in the forest that I have not seen in this town. Like plumbing.
Magic isn't real, but Darklaw is a cat, to be clear.
Exactly. There are things you haven't seen here?
Like really huge machines, that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah? I'm gonna snooze the ad for 5 minutes.
Please tell us about the machines.
Oh, sorry. I thought Carson was doing an ad.
No, I'm skipping the ad.
Oh, okay. There's one that spits out fire with such amazing speed. Then it expels those huge somethings.
A machine that spits fire? Never have I heard of such a thing. Are you certain that these machines of which you speak are not simply magic?
You know, now that you mention it,
Don't.
I don't think anyone from this town can actually see those. To see those of us from the forest?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, we already established this, though.
They can't see you? Huh. Could it be something like that robe? Probably.
How can such a thing even be possible without magic?
Objection.
Miss Darklaw, if I may interrupt for just a moment.
What is it, Inquisitor Layton?
Through your testimony just now, we have all come to understand the process of how one becomes a shade. However, I was hoping you could perhaps elaborate on one additional point. Namely, what exactly is the purpose behind the shades?
If you wish to know our purpose, there are certain things you must first understand. Once you've done that, the answer should be quite clear. Isn't that right, Defend?
I have no idea what we're talking about.
I don't either. I'm really confused.
Huh. The purpose behind the shades?
Rest assured, you will not get the answer from me. As the saying goes, the witch is in your court, Defender.
I've just been daydreaming about a pterodactyl named Lamar. Sounds like Darklaw's challenging me to figure this out. Challenge accepted.
Puzzle time.
I feel like there's a missed opportunity to insert puzzles into the courtroom cases, right?
I thought it was super weird that they didn't do that. It seemed like the obvious choice.
Right? It's like, okay, you need to present this evidence, but you have to, like, present it in a puzzle.
Hold it.
Alright, tell us about the shades.
As mistress to the Shades, I cannot disclose the purpose of their existence.
Well then. Since Miss Darklaw's unable to tell us herself, it seems we must rely on evidence instead. Evidence, huh? What's that? I do believe the Shades could have something to do with that which exists in this town, but ought not to.
Hell yes, magic isn't real, let's
Yeah.
go!
Something that exists, but shouldn't.
Grand Grimoire?
Ring Grimoire?
Genuinely, can you present the whole ass Grand Grimoire?
Let's find out.
Well, Defender, are you prepared to present evidence?
Maybe. I was born ready, Your Honor. Not to be used dark. Something that exists in this town, but shouldn't. I think I know what you're getting at, Professor.
Defender, please present your evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. The purpose of the Shades... Sorry, the purpose of the Shades could be to make sure that this particular thing exists in Labyrinthia.
Can you possibly just pick any spell and present it?
Take that.
I guess. Something that doesn't exist. I have a feeling no one is going to like the answer I'm about to give, and it'll probably end up shaking this town to its core. But I've got to tell them. The truth has to come out. Since I arrived here in Labyrinthia, there's been no shortage of really strange events. You could say that I've had a bizarre adventure. Ignaz, Demir, Godor, Goldor, and now Grandworm. And also Faneful, but we're not going to mention that.
Not the one we presented, don't worry about that one, but...
The mere command of magic is in itself a crime, is it not? Uh-huh. In this town, witches are arrested and made to participate in witch trials. They are then sentenced to death by fire. But none of those witches actually died. That supposed death by fire wasn't real. And neither is magic. Or Santa. They don't really exist.
Oh, sorry,
What are you saying, Defender? Who puts the presents under the tree?
Have you noticed that you haven't got any presents since your parents died?
What? What? What if I'm a very good boy, then...
The Eldritch Uwoods apparently contain some rather large machines, unlike anything that exists within Labyrinthia. Machines that emit fire and produce large plumes of smoke. That thing that Andy didn't get a chance to say. To top it all off, the citizens of Labyrinthia are not able to see said machines.
It sounds like nothing more than magic.
Yes, that's exactly it, Your Honor. Miss Darklaw. Magic doesn't really exist in this town. That's the answer, isn't it?
Well, magic does not... What utter nonsense!
It seems we have finally arrived at the stunning conclusion. Secrets behind Labyrinthia.
Only took 69 hours and 44 minutes.
Nice. We need to wrap this up before the next 15 minutes, guys. We have a limit now. What? What? Order, 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 I say. What is the meaning of this?
It means that all of the magic you've seen in this town was nothing more than an illusion created and put into motion by the Shades.
Defender. Sorry, is magic fake but invisibility cloaks are real?
Yes.
The witches, we have clearly seen them use magic.
Huh. Let us take a moment to think carefully about the systems employed by the Shades.
The systems?
What is essential in order for a witch to use magic? The witch must possess a Telea Magica, must say an incantation in order to cast a spell. And the spells able to be cast are determined by the scepter's magic gems. Now, what do you think is the purpose of placing such requirements on the use of magic?
What do you mean, purpose?
Hold on, so are we saying that, like, it was a Shade's task to murder those two thieves?
Yes.
They had it coming.
I need to know which shade came up with Godor, who was like, we are gonna make it so you can travel through walls, but only if they're green. Who killed that guy?
That's right, Belduke isn't coming back either.
If magic isn't real, how did Belduke die through a wall?
These requirements are not there to allow the user to cast magic. Rather, the reality is that they are there to inform the Shades of who should be using magic. It is possible that witches were always being closely observed by Shades. That's why they donned these robes, to appear hidden until they were needed to create magic. Except for the magic of the robe.
I was going to say, so we are going with magic is fake, but invisibility robes are real.
Yep, absolutely.
This is prime Professor Layton logic, I'm going to be honest with you. This is so on brand.
Absolutely.
Create.
Like, in one of the games, like, magic isn't real, but the Loch Ness Monster is.
Magic isn't real, it's just a manatee fighting giant robots.
Exactly.
Don't even worry about it.
Indeed. There are all kinds of spells within this tome. The Grand Grimoire. It would be quite troublesome if they were simply allowed to use any spell at will. At will. Yeah, it would make the Shade's job that much more difficult for sure. Precisely so. That is why it was imperative that a certain restriction be placed on the use of magic. You're referring to the Tilea Magica, right, Professor?
Oh, of course. No wonder the scepter could contain only 2 magic gems. I have a question.
Yeah.
We established Belduke was an alchemist and that men can do magic and it's fine. It's only women doing magic that's the problem.
Is alchemy considered magic or just potion making?
They never actually clarify.
Because, like, yeah, he was transmuting stuff into gold. So... But, and Goldor existed.
Yeah, but, like, he didn't have the magic stick, so the Shades knew what spell he was casting.
Then there's the incantation.
No follow-up questions.
What would happen if a witch could simply whisper the incantation quietly to herself? Or not even say it at all?
Boy, that'd be so cool. I'd be casting spells all day long, and no one would ever see it coming.
Maya, we spent an entire trial proving that you weren't a witch, remember? If the witches didn't give some sort of signal, then there would be no way for the Shades to know when to cast the spell. Right you are, Mr. Wright. The incantations were a way of telling the Shades when the witch was ready to use magic.
What on earth? Never did I think these requirements could have such a purpose.
Now, let's think back to the previous events leading up to today that have involved magic. Our first encounter with magic was the use of the spell Ignaze a few nights ago. A spell like this, killing 2 people, was nothing more than a flame spewed by a machine being used by the Shades.
Then that means Demir.
A spell that makes the caster disappear? No doubt about it. Must be in this robe. Next is the incident with Goldor, the spell that transmuted me into a gold statue. While I understand this may sound a bit absurd, I can only surmise that the Shades knocked me the fuck out and created a gold statue in my image, took me and left in my place the instant the incantation was uttered. Professor, it's no more absurd than anything else that's happened so far. Is this what
I'll
your
be
games
real,
are like?
it kind of is.
Yeah. We can therefore conclude that all of the magic in Labyrinthia was created in a similar vein. I'm not going to explain Godor, though. What do you think, Miss Darklaw?
Miss Darklaw?
Sorry, I'd expect nothing less from you, Inquisitor Layton.
Huh.
At any given time, there were between 5 and 10 witches in town. All of the witches were accompanied by a shade at all times. It was easier than you would think. You see, the shades living in the Eldritch Woods total in the hundreds. It's simply a matter of having each of the shades operate in shifts in order to watch over each of the witches within the town.
Could say that Darklaw's their manager.
No, we
must
call
say-
her the mistress.
Lady Darklaw. That is quite a number of shades. Why?
was not only those who fell victim to the flames that were turned into shade. But the victims, too, were made permanent residents of the Eldridge Woods. So nobody actually died. But then...
Yeah, only their brains were scrapped, and they were turned into different people.
Did Sir Belduke survive?
Wasn't there a body?
That's what I'm saying, like... Also, wasn't the whole thing with Belduke, like, he was gonna kill himself? Like...
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Those two shady thieves from before were turned into shades?
Oh, hi, Alpaca.
Hi, Alpaca.
Hello.
Ah,
Ahoy.
yes. You mean Robs and Mugs. Despite their dubious appearances, those two were a couple of my best shades.
Huh. Shady thieves turned into shades. Aruto Janito.
I cannot believe what I have heard.
That's a big stretch.
Nice and cute.
However, there is still one thing I do not understand just yet. How does Godor work?
Tell us how it works!
And what would that be?
As has just been explained, we have established that there is no possibility of magic being real, but replacing me with a gold statue to give the illusion of transmutation, for example. Well, it sounds simple enough. I myself, and presumably also Miss Fey, have no recollection of this replacement actually taking place.
Oh, I'm sneaky.
Hey, that's right. The professor got all blingy before I could even bat an eye.
We know that Maya's from the streets when she says bling bling. It begs the question, how and when was that bling blingy statue created, let alone used to replace me?
That is true.
Same goes for Godor. Can we finally
Thank you.
explain it, please? It's supposed to create a portal between two green-colored walls. Perhaps. That is exactly why the spell can only work on green walls, Mr. Wright. Huh? Okay, still, it would be impossible for the Shades to get those quote-unquote portals ready so quickly. I agree. If we take a moment to think, we can see that all of these spells have one strange thing in common. A thing? In common? Yes, indeed. Almost as if some time between the start and end of the incident was unaccounted for. I would believe that this is the work of an enemy stand known as King Crimson. Furthermore, any memory I might have had regarding the incident seems to have simply disappeared in the process.
I got it, Nick.
Oh yeah?
The world, though.
It's just like what happened to Kira. She's got absolutely no memory of her life in Labyrinthia before the trial, right?
No, Steve.
That's right. Darklaw stopped time, brought Professor Layton to the bottom of the stairs, then ran to the top of the stairs and unpaused time. For like 3 different sections.
Yes, I do not remember this Kira you speak of.
And, oh yeah, when you think about it, doesn't it seem super weird how the Shades are able to return to town if they complete their tests?
You're right, Maya. I mean, the townsfolk are bound to remember some things about them, right? Like how Miss Kira here threw a major hissy fit in court and was barbecued for being a witch.
How about the fact that you had memories of being bakers for 5 years when
Yeah.
you got here? Did we just forget that plot point?
Eloquently put, Mr. Wright. Hence, we cannot yet conclude that this entire illusion was primarily accomplished through the use of machinery. Simply put, there must have been some way of affecting the memories of all those within the confines of this town.
missing time and lost memories. Now that is interesting, Inquisitor. You are correct. There is in fact, a secret that lies within the depths of the Eldritch Woods. Something the people of this town cannot see. Something that can rob people of their time and memories.
Yeah, King Crimson. It's...
Tis the very thing that connects all of what you've heard tonight. Tis a secret of monumental proportions.
The fucking bell.
And
It's the stupid bell we found in the dungeon.
let me guess.
Tis a secret that cannot be revealed by the mistress of the Eldritch Woods.
Is that right?
Yes, excellent deduction, Defender.
She's on the screen. She's enjoying the stream, apparently.
That's good.
Witches' souls wander astray within the Eldritch Woods. Until tonight, I thought this was nothing but a mere fairy tale told to children. But it has become clear that a seemingly large organization lies within that forest.
Witch's Court is the border between this world and the other world.
Then that means in this world, your Labyrinthia's High Inquisitor, while also being mistress to the shades in the other world.
Excellent.
Huh. Otherwise known as the Great Witch. Huh. May I intervene for just a moment, Mr. Wright? Sure.
That's the most politest objection ever.
In all honesty, there's still something that sticks out as a little odd. Particularly in Miss Darklaw's previous testimony. Did you say the previous testimony? Fuck, I already pushed that out of my head. There was one vital truth that we managed to take away from that testimony.
You mean that magic does not truly exist in Labyrinthia? Indeed, quite the vital, albeit shocking truth.
However, there is one more truth hidden within that same testimony. How many times can I say the word testimony? There's something else in that testimony. I must have checked the court record more times than I can count, but I didn't find a single contradiction. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Wright? When there's no evidence left, bullshit. We have but one more weapon at our disposal, with which to uncover the truth.
That's not how cats work. Oh, hey, I've got it, Nick.
How do cats work?
Joseph's just trying to tell Poppy, oh, go, move, go, instead of just picking her up and moving her off his desk.
I don't like picking up cats.
You just pick her up and shove her. Remember in a witch trial you can cross-examine 2 witnesses at the same time?
Hey, that's right. I completely forgot this game mechanic that we used like twice. Being able to have a look at 2 testimonies side by side is bound to turn up a contradiction somewhere. And that contradiction should provide us with a much-needed clue. I'm not entirely sure where the professor is going with this, but his name does come first in the box art, so I believe in his judgment. Besides, we're going to blow this whole case wide open. It's got to be worth a shot.
I can't believe Tess, Gideon, and Luke are gonna miss the end of this game.
Right?
Very well. We will now take a closer look at Lady Darklaw's previous testimony.
Maybe the reason the storyteller isn't here is because he's busy, like, reviving Luke from his moss-induced coma.
Where is my boy?
This is it. Miss Darklaw's previous testimony. There's a glaring contradiction between this piece of testimony and the others. Ready yourself, Mr. Wright.
Okay, bye.
shades live outside the realm of those who dwell within Labyrinthia. To them, I am known as the Great Witch.
What do you all think?
I don't know, my brain doesn't work anymore.
That's fair. I mean, okay. Between these two. Give me one sec. Gonna get a refund. I mean, it's probably this one.
Objection.
Why did they both see it at the same time?
Because they're both trying to find the
Did,
truth.
did the professor quickly run over here, do the point, then run back? No, wait.
Cardio in.
Did a shade pause time, bring him over there, and then bring him back?
He used his stand.
Your Honor, there's obviously a huge discrepancy between these two pieces of testimony. Miss Darklaw stated that she is known as the Great Witch. However, according to Miss Kira's testimony, Miss Darklaw was her venerable mistress, the Great Witch.
Okay, so that was the thing. I thought that was just a phrasing thing they were doing.
Yeah. That is correct. She was the Great Witch. Note, Miss Kira used use of the past tense.
Past tense? I'm afraid my grammar is not quite what it used to be. May I ask what you mean?
It's simple. Miss Darklaw was Mistress to the Shades. Or as they also called her, the Great Witch. Therefore, she is no longer the Great Witch.
He is not the Great Witch? Witness, is that true? What is even the end game of this trial at this point?
It is as you heard, my lord.
Huh? Huh.
I relinquished my position as the Great Witch in order to fulfill the objective of this task.
What would that objective be again?
That would be the assassination of the storyteller, Your Honor. I would like to point out that this game is still marginally better than the first Danganronpa in terms of, like, repeating shit.
You counted so much.
Sorry, I would like to point out that this game is still marginally better than the first Danganronpa.
We'll never know what you're saying.
What the fuck? Okay.
You're never gonna know what you're saying.
I have increased the gain on my microphone. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Alright. I will repeat myself. This game will still be marginally better than the first Danganronpa when it comes to repeating the same information.
Correct.
Leon.
There we go. Witness, at the beginning of this trial, you stated that you came to town in order to complete your task, didn't you?
Ironic he said that quote while repeating the same information over and over again.
Yeah, could you imagine if we were just fucking with you that whole time? We weren't. I want to be clear on that. You were cutting out constantly.
You were cutting
but...
out really
Okay.
bad with
Yeah.
Discord.
What the fuck, Discord?
Discord just didn't like you for that one line.
That
Discord doesn't
specific
like
line.
Danganronpa. Discord censored Danganronpa.
Discord censored what?
Exactly.
What's more, you said that you were going to summon the fire dragon to do it. Now, this task, it wasn't Miss Darklaw here that gave it to you, was it?
No, it wasn't.
So then, the most pressing question is, who was it that gave you that task? Who told you to come to Labyrinthia and assassinate the storyteller? Carmine.
It was the story.
I cannot tell you, no matter what.
Alright, so Darklaw isn't the Great Witch anymore. Which must mean the mastermind behind this entire thing is her. It would seem that the defense has worked it out as well. Mr. Wright, you know who really gave Miss Kira her task tonight, do you not?
It was a speller. Defender, I ask that you enlighten the court. show us who really gave the witness her task to assassinate the storyteller. It was Eve. It was Foxy. As usual, Defender, the only thing I see you pointing out is your innate ability to correctly point things out. Sorry, inability. Judge agrees, it was Eve. Fuck you guys, let's go.
Has
The
he,
game continues.
has he caught us on time traveling? What?
Defender, pray this mysterious mastermind gets their hands on you before I do.
Okay, I just wanted to see what would happen if we presented Eve.
Take that!
Storyteller?
The very same! We're talking about someone with the authority and power to replace the Great Witch. Someone who calls the shots. Can't think of anyone else that meets those criteria, except the storyteller himself. But he's busy taking care of Luke.
Preposterous. Then that would mean...
Exactly, Your Honor. It means that the storyteller gave his final task to Kira himself. He was, in short, responsible for his own assassination.
What?
I said he was responsible for his own assassination.
Order! Order! Order in the court! But for what purpose? That's what I'm asking. Why are we here?
I don't know, it's stupid though.
And we'll find out next stream.
Oh.
That's even more stupid.
Well, we're not going to be right back. We're ending soon. There we go. This stream was brought to you by my patrons, Zico Tamago, Crystal, Marcus, Odd Bandicoot, Swagger Shark Sam, and viewers like you. Thank you. I should have time to do the watch party on Sunday. And I tracked down the 1993 JoJo's Bizarre Adventure OVA. So once we're done our current thing, we'll probably move on to that. And I'm going to ask my friend Trevor if he wants to join us. Anything else that I need to announce? We got 3 minutes until the ad, so we should probably raid. Do we want to raid Sprig or Thera? Sounds good. Sprig's in our Discord server now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Never play this with the timing of that cliffhanger. I tried to invoke Dingo with that. So I'm just getting out of ad hell. I don't need to get a free trial of Prime, I have it already.
But you could get a free trial.
That's true. Anyways, we're gonna raid Kobold Sprig. We have 10 viewers, so some of you might not know, but Sprig is a Kobold VTuber, and she is wholesome as fuck.
And she's pink.
And she's pink. And she has big titty. But that's beside the point. Give her a big old shark attack, and I'll catch you later. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.